Hi, welcome to Open Door Yoga. My name is Michelle, and today is day 5 of my 7 days of yoga and self-love series. Today's positive affirmation is the following: I give what I can to everyone around me, even if it is just a smile or my full, undivided attention. I give what I can to everyone around me, even if it's just a smile or my full, undivided attention. We're going to get started in standing. So make your way to the top of your mat. So we're facing the front, the short edge of the mat. And we're going to start in a strong mountain pose. And so you can bring your toe mounds to touch, V your heels out just slightly, about an inch or two, or maybe keep that similar foot shape, but spread those feet a little bit wider if we're looking for a little bit more stability with our feet more centered under our hip points. Begin to ground down through all 4 corners of both of your feet. Our weight is centered over our arches. Feel your tailbone pointing straight down at the ground below you. Strong engagement in your thighs and your legs. Engagement in your core to support this nice upright spine. Zip those fingers together. Fingertips pierce down towards the floor. Crown starts to lift up towards the sky, and our shoulders are nice and relaxed down away from our ears. Begin to bring that awareness onto your breath. Maybe take this opportunity to practice those full inhales and full exhales from yesterday's practice, day 4. From here, invite a gentle bend into your knees as we begin to relax through our fingers, fold forward, and bring those fingertips down to the mat. Forward fold. And relax through the back of your neck. Let your crown drop towards the ground. If you'd like to take a bind here and take more of a rag doll, swaying from side to side, you're welcome to do so. Find that nice full release in your low back. Wake up our balance a little bit here. Rise to half lift. Press your hands into your shins, or even up here in your thighs if that's where we're at this morning. Find that lifting in your sitting bones. Crown is now shining towards the front of the room. Shoulder blades flat on our back body. Strong core. Hold this posture here for a moment. And if it's available to you, bring your hands up here by your shoulders and then extend those arms long. Feel that sensation a little bit more intensely in your core and especially in that upper back body. Keep that opening through your chest. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, hinge at your hips, rise on up. Extended mountain gaze lifts. And exhale, release those hands down by your sides. I'm going to keep warming up our body here, inviting a little bit of movement into our spine, into our legs, into our arms, shoulders, chest, all of it. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here for a moment. Feel that release through your entire back body. And that nice, relaxed, no tension here in our neck. And then on your next inhale, rise to half lift. Send those thighs back, lift up through your sitting bones. Hands can come to shins maybe this time, or maybe they're still up on our thighs. Shoulder blades flat on our back body. My weight is still centered over my arches. On your next inhale, if you'd like, hands come to shoulders and then send those fingertips forwards. Keep that space between your ears and your shoulders. Nice, strong sensation between your shoulder blades. Full breath in. Exhale, gentle knee bend. And then inhale, rise on up, extended mountain. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Nice. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. We're going to pause here for a moment. Exhale, begin to send your hips down slightly, slight bend in your knees, and then inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead, chair pose. We're grounding down through both or all four corners of our feet, both feet evenly, but make sure that we're feeling our weight settled back over our hips. Peek down so you can still see your big toes. We're hugging our thighs to the center to keep our hip points neutral and shining forwards. If you've got this sway in your low back, no worries. Just tuck that tailbone. Sensation is still up between our shoulder blades. We have this nice slight opening in our chest. Full breath in. Exhale, bend, fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. Release that low back. Any tension that you're feeling in your neck, maybe even sway that neck from side to side. Shake your head yes, nod it. Or nod your head yes and shake your head no. From side to side, up and down. Inhale, rise to half lift. Pause here for a moment. Begin to feel that sensation between your shoulder blades. And then exhale, slight bend in your knees to lower those hips. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, chair pose. This is our last chair pose, I promise. You guys can stick with me, I know it. Really find that engagement in your thighs to hug your thighs to the midline here. Nice, long, neutral spine. Strong, engaged core. Strong upper back body. Strong upper back body is what's going to help us keep a nice posture throughout the day. Opening up through our chest. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise on up. One last time, extended mountain. Gaze can lift. Exhale, release your hands down by your side. Come back to your breath. I know it's easy when you're starting to do some postures that require a little bit more muscular engagement, a little bit more of a demand of your cardiovascular system, right? It's hard to keep that awareness on your breath. So we'll just take this as an opportunity to come back to it. From here, on your next inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and step your left foot back into a low lunge. Now we are going to alternate between a lunge and a single leg kind of hamstring split on our right side. So I'm going to demonstrate this up here with our knee lifted. But at any point, you're welcome to do this entire flow with your back knee lowered. So choose the option that feels good for you. Ground down through your right toe mound. Lift your left heel over your left toe mound. Find this lifting sensation in your left hamstring. Hips are down and forward. Open up through your chest. We're coming up to fingertips. Or maybe this is a great time to use your blocks or your support surface if you have those props at home. Hug those thighs to center to keep your balance. Inhale here. And then exhale, lift your hips. Back leg is still strong and straight, and we're going to fold over our right leg. Pause here for a moment to feel this posture settle into your body. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, sink those hips down. Nice low lunge. Keep that opening through your chest. Shine that sternum up and forward. Send those hips up and back. Exhale into this most likely intense stretch. Pull your right thigh bone back into your hip socket to keep that pelvis neutral. Then send your hips forward and down. We're going to take this one more time. And remember, you can always drop this back knee. So as you send your hips up and back, we're just rocking on our right heel, keeping those sitting bones high. And then as you're ready, we'll come back into that low lunge. If your knee is lower, try to lift it here for just a moment as we shift our weight forward and then step or drag that left foot to meet the right. Exhale, forward fold. We'll be here for a couple breaths. Notice, we're doing several forward folds here today. Notice if you feel any difference in the sensation in your body in these forward folds as we move through the practice. And then we'll plant our hands, step our right foot back to our nice low lunge. And choose that option that feels best for you. Maybe you're up here lifted, or maybe our knees back. There is no wrong or right option. It's what feels best in your body. If you're lifted here with me, right heel is over your right toe mound, left knee is stacked over our left ankle. It's more important if we're upright to keep this knee stacked and not shooting forwards, because it's supporting a lot more of our weight. So we want to keep our joints safe. Hips down and forward, open up through your chest. Maybe bring your hands up to your support surface. And then as you're ready, lift those hips up and back. Back leg is strong and straight. It's helping us keep our balance here as we fold at our hips. We're trying to keep a straightness in our spine, but if you're feeling a lot of tension in your neck, feel free to release the back of your neck a little bit. Full breath in here. Feel this posture really settle. Pull that left thigh bone back into its hip socket. And then come back into our low lunge. Open up through that chest. Pull that sternum forwards. Shoulder blades back on our back body. Gaze can lift. And send it on up. Send those hips up and back. Whether you're up here in this position or down on your knee, imagine like you're trying to sit on the wall behind you. And then send it back into that low lunge. Let's take one more time on this side. Whichever variation you're taking, feel that intense stretch through that left hamstring, a little bit of opening in your low back. Return to that low lunge. If you're down on your knee, lift your back knee for just a moment to help you as you shift your weight forward and step that foot in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to half lift. Exhale, gentle bend in your knee. Inhale with this nice long spine. Rise to extended mountain, gaze can lift. Exhale, release those hands down by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, we're going to shift into a balancing posture. And it's going to be warrior 3. We're going to practice warrior 3 today. So for many of you, you may choose not to use props, and that's fine. If you'd like to have a support surface, like blocks, a low coffee table, or even the seat of a sturdy chair in front of you, you're welcome to do so. Maybe just position yourself in front of a wall, something that you can reach out and hold on to. Find your feet balanced under your hip points. We're anchoring down evenly through all 4 corners of both feet. Shift your weight into your right foot. And from here, we're going to lift our left foot slightly and just step it behind our body so that our leg is extended and we're up on our tippy toes. From here, inhale, extend your arms up and overhead. And exhale, hinge at your hips, lifting your back leg and lowering your torso until they're all parallel with the ground. Remember, you have your props here. So position them with your hands under your shoulder points so you can adjust your body here or adjust your body in relation to the wall. Maybe play with lifting one or both arms. Left toes are pointed down towards the mat. Strong straight line of energy from our fingertips down through the sole of our left foot. Strong core. Feel that sensation between your shoulder blades. Full breath in, full breath out. Then inhale, hinge at those hips, rise on up, mountain pose. Maybe close down your gaze here for a moment or lower it down to the mat. Notice the echo of that posture, the sensations, the energy that you're feeling kind of moving about your body. And we'll take it to the other side. Shift your weight into that left foot. Really ground down through all four corners of that foot. Lift your right heel and then slowly drag that foot back. So your right leg is extended and we're up on our tiptoes. Inhale, extend your arms up and overhead. And then as you're ready, slowly begin to hinge at your hips. Maybe bringing your arms in front of you, or maybe bringing your hands directly down onto your support surface. Feel what feels good in your body today. Right toes are pointed down towards the ground. Find a drishti or a gazing point, so something on the ground or something on your mat that you can stare at, something that's non-moving to help you keep your balance. If having your arms out in front of you is more challenging, you can also play with flying your arms back here. Nice strong core. A lot of energy right now. Traveling between the crown of our head through the sole of our left foot. If you lose your balance, plant those hands for a moment. One more full breath in. You guys got this. One more full breath out. Inhale, hinge at those hips. Rise on up to standing for just another moment. Come back to your breath. Lower your gaze or close down your gaze completely. Full breaths in. Full breaths out. And we're going to bend into our knees and come down to a nice comfy seat. So if you want, grab your folded blanket, folded towel, bring it under your hip points. If you'd prefer not to use it, no worries. Hands can come to our knees. Begin to find a nice long spine. And exhale, twist to the right. So left knee comes to, or left hand comes to your right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Imagine trying to reach your sternum or your breastbone over towards the right wall. But the twist is coming from our core. So we're not pulling with our arms here. Our core will dictate how far our spine is going to twist today. We're going to keep everything safe. One more full breath in. One more full breath out. Inhale, unwind. And we'll take it to the other side. So inhale here, reach the crown away, up away from your sitting bones. Create some space in between all the vertebrae of your spine. So on your exhale, we can twist a little bit deeper. Move with that breath. Shoulders are still down, relaxed, away from our ears. Come back to your breath. On your next inhale, we'll unwind. Come back to our comfortable seat. And from here, hands can stay on your thighs. Maybe take a mudra, or maybe we bring our hands to heart center today for our positive affirmation. Your choice. Get settled. Our positive affirmation, again, is the following. I give what I can to everyone around me, even if it's just a smile or my full, undivided attention. I give what I can to everyone around me, even if it's just a smile or my full, undivided attention. So repeat that affirmation as a mantra to yourself, or maybe think on what that affirmation means to you. For me, I feel like listening is one of the best gifts that we can give another person. But affirmations are wonderful because they mean something different to everybody. So take a few more breaths to sit with those thoughts. And then we'll blink open our gaze or lift our gaze if we closed it or lowered it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to day 6 tomorrow. Namaste.